This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for June 5, 2023. And in the news this evening, bus conductor accused of stealing cellular phones charged. A bus conductor was charged with a burglary and larceny following an incident on East Street in Old Harbor, St. Catherine on May 31. Charged is 37-year-old Shane Heron of North Street, also in Old Harbor in the parish. Reports are that about 3:20 a.m., Heron pried a window to a woman's house, entered and stole 2 cellular phones. The woman was awakened by sounds inside her room and saw Heron. She made an alarm, however he ran. The woman went to the police station later that morning to make an official report. When she saw Heron, who was arrested for another breach, she pointed him out to the police. Heron was searched and the woman's cellular phones were found on him. He was subsequently arrested and charged after he gave a caution statement. St. Mary High School returns to normality following bomb threats. Normality has been returned to the Highgate-based St. Mary High School following a bomb threat this morning. Operations were suspended to allow the security forces to conduct a search of the school. Deputy Superintendent Romeo Henry of the St. Mary Police Division said the threat was received about 9 o'clock Sunday night. He said the police as well as the Jamaica Defense Force responded and arrived at the location Monday morning in an attempt to prevent persons from entering the compound. No bomb was found on the compound after the security forces conducted their investigation. DSP Henry said the source of the threat has not yet been identified.
We arrived at the location this morning in an attempt to prevent persons from entering the compounds and to make it safe. We reached out to our counterparts, JDF, JCF, and we all responded. The long and short of it that no bomb was found and the compound was rendered safe. At this time, we're not certain where the threat is coming from, but there's a voice note, and we're trying our best to cipher. It's a bit coded, but right now we are still investigating.
Juliet Fraser-Sadar, principal of St. Mary High School, is hopeful that the security threat will not negatively affect students who are sitting their CSEC examinations. Mrs. Fraser-Sadar said that students in grades 7 to 10 were advised to stay home and the classes were administered online. She said internal examinations were also rescheduled.
I would like to say to Jamaicans who are creating disorder and disrupting serious productive work that they really need to think about the impact that it has on persons who are innocent and just ready and willing to get on with their lives and to make a difference to Jamaica. We really need to think seriously about the effect on organizations, the effect on people's lives.
More criticism of fact-finding team that probed the conditions of farm workers in Canada. The Canadian Farm Work Report of the Helen Davis White-led task force is again coming under heavy criticism following a new report of Jamaican farm workers being forced to work and live in subpar conditions in Canada. Workers on a farm in Ontario walked off the job on Thursday to protest the conditions after wastewater flooded their living quarters. The fact-finding team appointed last year to investigate the conditions of farm workers in Canada under the Seasonal Agricultural Workers Program had reported that the workers interviewed were satisfied with the working and the living conditions on the farms. But speaking Sunday on the news, President of the Union of Clerical, Administrative and Supervisory Employees, Vincent Morrison, said the report did not reflect a true picture of the struggles facing some of the farm workers. He recalled a previous mission of which he was a part that was put together under Portia Simpson Miller's tenure as the Minister of Labor.
That report was flawed. Already, Canada is a big country, biggest country, perhaps even bigger than our Russian Federation. But the fact of the matter is that I believe that you can't send a team for a couple of days or for a week, to do that investigation. So let me say from the outset that I've served on the program for years under Portia Simpson Miller when she was Labor Minister. We had to She put a team together and we did tour the whole of Canada, we believe, Montreal, name it, Ontario. We met with the farmers, we met with the workers. And what we found here and then was that we had some good arrangements. Some of the camps with the workers did extremely good. But there are others that were poor. In fact, we had to break some employers and they didn't do what is required to bring up the standards. We would have to withdraw from the program.
Public commentator Judith Wedderburn also suggested the issues being faced on Canadian farms could either be the result of liaison officers not adequately carrying out their duties or there not being enough of them. Additionally, she said she is not convinced that an extensive investigation was conducted by the fact-finding team.
I was not convinced that the liaison officers were doing their work adequately. I mean, when you repeated a while ago that more than 30% or 50% of the workers said they were satisfied or happy, I said, really? Because immediately I thought that insufficient numbers of farms with complaints from Jamaican workers were not visited and reviewed, and the farm workers there given an opportunity to speak their minds, describe their situation honestly with evidence, without fear of retribution or discrimination. So I question the capacity. Maybe there are not enough liaison officers. It is the responsibility of the Ministry of Labour to ensure that there are adequate numbers of liaison officers and that they are doing the work they're supposed to do, even if they cannot reach all the farms on which Jamaican workers are employed. Then certainly there must be a minimum number that they must visit.
Or a representative sample.
Or yes, that's what I mean. And the complaints of the workers must be taken seriously. I noticed that the new Minister of Labour jumped quite quickly on this complaint from a farmer at a particular farm who was complaining, who made public the business of the awful situation of the wastewater in their living quarters.
Midwives stage seek out. Midwives across the 4 regional public health authorities have called in sick. The news can confirm that the majority of midwives assigned to the Southeast Regional Health Authority, Southern Regional Health Authority, and Western Regional Health Authority did not show up for work today. Errol Green, Regional Director of the Southeast Regional Health Authority, says that 95% of the employees in that region are out sick. Mr. Green said the authorities are trying to identify the issue, which has resulted in the widespread sick out by the midwives. St. Anne man charged for raping teen he met on social media. The St. Anne police have charged a man accused of abducting and raping a teenager he met on social media. The Carlos Christie, 36, was charged on the weekend with abduction, rape, grievous sexual assault, and using a computer for malicious communication. Investigators say on May 17, the accused met the 18-year-old complainant via TikTok and told her something was wrong with her and she must oil her body and send the videos to him. After she sent the videos, it's alleged that Christie invited the teen to his home in St. Anne, claiming he could perform a ritual to cure her. He allegedly threatened to expose the videos online if she refused to come to his house. Investigators say the teenager traveled to St. Anne, where she was abducted and raped. The matter was reported to the police and Mr. Christie was arrested when he went to the K Valley police station to report on condition of bail in another case against him. He was pointed out in an identification parade on Friday. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.